Hello and welcome back to Monster Hunter Stories, where today we've got an egg to hatch and then some free stuff to get. So first, we'll hatch the egg. What do you know, it's a cuckoo. What do we got skills-wise? Ooh, he's got 4 things himself, and they're in different spots. That's good. Means he might be useful for mushing those skills into another monster. And now let's actually check out our Monsterpedia. Because for every wild monster you beat, you get a free thing. Sometimes it's not really that useful, like throwing knives. Other times, it's monster parts. Still other times, it's other stuff. Basically, anytime you go to a new area and fight a bunch of new monsters, just check these. Because you might get stuff that's really nice, like those flash bombs or this life soot. Or a vitality nutrient. Or training charm. But there's still more. That's right. We've slain an Iodrome, so we get a vital essence. And also, every time you hatch a new monstie, you can get stuff from that too. So, getting some meat, some fish, some bugs, tomatoes. And this just shows that if you've fought a monster, it'll also show whether or not it can become a monstie. So that's a thing. What's still new? All right, I didn't go over the Narga there. There we go. And now we can continue on. Ooh, that's a new quest right there. Oh, so you want me to kill a bunch of them? Yep, you want me to kill a bunch of Fangos. That does make the world a better place, but also takes time. What you doing up here, Dan? Sure. All right. I hope you're ready to lose. So this is basically just an intro to the PvP system. Basically, when you're doing this, you can't actually target the enemy hunter directly. And yeah, you gotta knock out all their hearts, or they gotta knock out all your hearts. Yep. Not being able to attack the rider directly is part of what makes there be a lot more strategy to PvP battles than there would otherwise be. Yeah, let's go ahead and use a speed attack on that thing. Take that, Aptonoth. Ooh, this blaze ball is going right to Dan. Now, it is worth noting that monsties belonging to opponents are not limited to only using their normal attack types. So you really have to be able to outthink your opponent if you want to win head-to-heads like this one that's coming up here. But I'm still going to use tech. Okay, so it wanted to use power. That's a little unfortunate for me. But that thing's only got 1 HP, so we ought to go ahead and win this round right here. Because that's a heart down from the V-Drome. And then Dan's going to survive this because he won the head-to-head, but the Fire Blight went and did him in. Oh, thanks for telling me. Just completely break the fourth wall there. Yeah, PvP battles can be pretty interesting. Oh. Okay. Ooh. That is a more interesting, well, more useful for now, talisman than the one we already had. Fire Res Small is going to be more helpful against the monsters that we're likely to face here than Ice Res Small. There we go. So I think this is where we'll get our introduction to the fast travel system. Considering I'm pretty sure where it's sending me to is right outside where there is a fast travel point. Alright. Any new subquests on here? Yes. We can slay an Archeros, no problem, and we can also slay a Kutku, no problem. And we can turn that in, get some Zenny, and a smidge of XP. And then out we go. So that cave marker on the map, that's the Velocidrome that had run away earlier. So I guess that'll just stay there forever until we actually go in there. Makes me think we might as well just go in there. Oh. Sure thing. But first, we're gonna head over to that V-Drome nest, because I don't want it to be there anymore, because it might prevent other monsters from being able to run away. There are definitely monsters more interesting than V-Drome. So yeah, the map will point to the dens of any monsters that ran away, and also they'll have an egg on top to show that it is the den of a monster that ran away and not just a monster. Well, I don't mind that this crab's right in the way. We do need to kill a few more of those. So much for crab. And since we hit the sub, I'm not going to bother with the other crabs. It actually kind of annoys me that there's no way to fight a monster if it's asleep. Because sometimes they don't wake up even if you've gathered everything that's possible to gather. And sometimes it's a monster you actually want parts from. Okay, no smell and really light. No thanks. No smell and really light. No thanks. Again, no smell and really light. We want to get something better, but apparently there's nothing better available. These are all just super low quality V-Dromes. But then again, most V-dromes are super low quality. It's kind of their thing. Yeah, when it says humble, I believe that just means it doesn't have an elemental type. Sometimes you'll find bears hanging out around here, but I guess not this time. We're going to go... Yeah, let's just go straight to where we're supposed to. We don't need to take too much time here. We've already got a blue cuckoo. So even if there is a gold nest waiting across the way, doesn't matter too much. Ooh, hello, rare bone pile. Egg fragments can be interesting, but for the most part, they're going to be... Yeah, you got to fill a 3x3 grid to make an egg. And if you really want it to be good, you got to match the colors, and you got to also match the type. And there's just so many different variations that it can be difficult to get all the matching. If only they would speak... Well, now they're speaking more of our language. Oh, no. That jerk. Nanowanya, indeed. Okay, what do you need? Oh, you need me to kill the cuckoo. That's fine. Okay. Bread rolls? I see what you did there, but... A caravaner is in trouble at the old mine. A yon cuckoo has stolen part of the cart. The sly bird, known as the veteran, waits on the other side of the lake. Do whatever you can to fix the cart. Okay. And since we can bust these rocks, we can get in for some rare mining opportunities. Ooh, technical S. I do believe that boosts the power of your technical attacks slightly. Could be worth wearing if we're in an environment where there's neither fire damage nor ice damage flying around. Though, of course, the talismans you find this early in the... I didn't want to go inside. I wanted to grab the sparkly. Let me out. Yeah, this early in the game, the talismans you find are nothing to write home about. Even late in the game, you still mostly find trash. It's only post-game once you start finding the really good stuff. Pretty much until post-game, the best talismans you can find are the ones that negate certain statuses. Because negating certain statuses is good. We still have to kill more V-Prey, don't we? Yeah, we do. How many have we done? We've done 5. Yeah, we've done 2 of 5 of those Khonshu. But, yeah, I guess if we fight one of these, that should get us the 2 we need. Yep, that's exactly the 2 we need. Just making sure this thing gets dead. Yep, that's a dead V-Prey. So, onward we go. There's our target. What you doing taking off, huh? Yep, that's the one. I don't have paw pads to stay on. All right. So, ooh, this is our first monster where we can actually break a part. Breaking parts sometimes prevents them from using certain attacks, and it always causes them to drop a sparkly. And damage applied to the breakable parts is also applied to the main body, so there is no reason not to target them. Though your monsties will randomly target things as usual. Well, since he's going for me, that means he's probably using a tech. Yep. Ooh, air showdown. Gotta mash L and R for this one. And you gotta alternate them. It's pretty easy to win these. Like, you don't even have to go very fast for the air showdowns. All right, let's go ahead and use some power. Okay, there's the broke. The break, not the broke. Oh, that seals its cut crew tackle. Neat. And let's use speed here. Okay, it's using speed as well. That's fine. I'm going to keep using speed. Oh, that's right. It uses speed and tech. I'm stupid. Well, let's just go ahead and use our kinship attack then. Yeah, I should have been using tech, is what I should have been using. There we go. Easy peasy. Ooh, and it's retreating, so we can go get ourselves a Kutku for sure. Yeah, probably. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's get over in there. Boop. All right, we got some V-Prey. Don't really care about those, but spider webs can be useful. Ooh, that's a bunch of V-Prey. Yeah, let's go for this one. So much for that one. Single enemy, but this is all enemies. Let's do it. All right, onward. Oh, I break for rare mining spots. Oh, and it's actually still awake. And it's enraged. So even though we broke its face, it's capable of using Kutku Tackle now. But it's also not really going to be a huge deal for us. Ooh, got a combo. That's some bonus damage right there. And looks like we get to ride on after this. Free heal for the Kutku. And looks like the veteran here wants to use something that isn't an attack. So let's just go ahead and use this right now. Cancel that fireball out. And that's victory. We sure did. So many puns. So many puns. All right, anything else interesting? Ooh. Oh boy, a fungus egg fragment. They do a lot of abbreviation in this game. I get because the game was built with Japanese in mind, and there's a lot of really short things, but trying to get a smellier one. Well, I guess they're all the same. Would have liked one that smelled better. Really should have kept the one that I found that one time off camera. But oh well. So now we've got to get back up there. Thankfully, we've got a Velocidrome that lets us do exactly that. Because if you don't have jump, you can't jump up here. And it's certainly much more convenient to just jump up than to go all the way back around the lake. Though going all the way around the lake does have its own merits, like potentially finding more nests, including rare ones. But I'll just have to live with what I've got. Honestly, I've already found at least one of every monster that you can hatch in this demo. So I'm not really feeling too pressed to get more. I mean, sure, I could get some better examples of them, but that's not a huge priority for me. Every monster that we find here is going to be replaced before too long in the full game. Blue Kutku can last a good while, but most of them will be replaced. Oh, good. Finally. This is a very fun animation. Oh, well, I guess we don't get to see it yet. Yeah, catavan stands are nice because you can fast travel for free if you're at one. Otherwise, you have to use a ticket, which the tickets cost money. So you can use fast travel from anywhere, but if you're at a catavaner or a catavan stand, then you can fast travel at no cost. You can travel to umbrellas, but sometimes there'll be caravanners just hanging out not by umbrellas. Oh, you can also save at them. That's another nice thing about them. And here's the map of the continent. It shows everywhere that we will end up going in this entire game. So that's a thing. Yeah, this animation's fun because you look like you're having a great time on the cart. Just, yeah. Oops. Uh-huh. Okay. Sure. All right, what's up, Dan? Went fine. Sure thing. Not really. I kind of already knew literally everything. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, probably. Well then, let's head back this way. So it's my understanding that we're now very close to the end of this demo. Yeah, probably. Okay, we absolutely will enter the Forbidden Land. Yeah. Don't. Yeah, we can handle it. Sure. The Black Blight continues its inexorable advance. Now is the time for action. If you sneak away from Chief Omna and head to the Forbidden Land before Dan, you'll be able to solve the problem and prove yourself a true rider. Okay. So yeah, that is going to be the ending of the demo when we go do that. So looks like we got one more episode of the demo, and then we got to wait for the full game. So join us next time for that one more episode of the demo. See you then, friends.